This is Bourbon, Double Blind.
Hey guys, welcome back. Before we get into it, just a reminder that any profits we make from the podcast will go back to the Bourbon Society of Indiana. It's really used to put on group events and support non-for-profits and charities throughout Indiana. With that, our sponsor for today's episode is Cicero Barrel Company, formerly known as Timberline Sierra Barrel Company. Anything you want that can be made out of a whiskey, wine, or bourbon barrel, they probably make it. One of their newest products are bottle stoppers. So if you have a bottle and the cork's broke off, I have one back here. I actually need to get some of these for. They make a bottle stopper to replace your cork. Has a nice kind of tapered rubber to it, so it'll seal up really well. And it's made out of a barrel stave. So if you want to get it customized, they can laser engrave it with your favorite whiskey or bourbon company, or get your name on it, or friend's name on it if you're looking to give a gift. Again, something cool, customizable, pretty cheap. If you're looking for something like that or anything else that can be made out of a bourbon barrel, wine barrel, check them out. They have a storefront just north of Indianapolis in Cicero, Indiana, hence the name Cicero Barrel Company. Or you can check them out on their website at timberlinesierra.com. That's TimberlineSierra.com. With that, we'll get back to the bourbon.
Wow. I don't know what this is. This
Are you on number three there?
Has me perplexed. What am I drinking? It's the darkest in color.
My wife capped it off for me. This one's gonna be hot. That right off the nose, this smells like Stag Junior.
So for people that are maybe new to bourbon, if you're listening, if you're trying different bourbons, which it seems so far that Beth did this properly, you want to start with the lower proof stuff that you want to try that night and work your way up. Because if you start with just heavy proof stuff, it's going to burn your mouth off and you're not going to be able to taste the subtleties in the lower proof stuff.
Right.
I think I'm going to grab this New Riff single barrel from their distillery. I had some last night on a barrel tour, and dear God, was it good.
So I'm gonna tell you right now on pick number 3, the tails are not as good as pick number 2.
Mm-hmm.
There's hardly any tails on this. It gives you the top rim, but nothing drips down.
I'm gonna see about my tails.
It definitely smells hotter. I get a lot of pepper flavor out of it. A lot of ethanol. I know I'm gonna love it. I haven't taken a sip yet, but this is my jam right here.
Beth, what about yours? What are you getting there?
Mine's giving me a little bit of that, what they call the Kentucky hug. In my throat, it's giving me a nice burn. The other two definitely didn't give me this. I love the color of this bourbon. It's so rich. And this one I can definitely smell the ethanol. It's I can tell it's a higher proof. For sure. I enjoy it though. I mean, this tastes delicious. Whatever he chose for me, I'm stumped. I wouldn't even know what this is.
I'm going with Stag Junior right here.
Because I think that this might be out of my normal, like what I would choose, maybe. And
okay.
I might eat my words later, but this is what a blind tasting is, right?
Yeah.
But it does have caramel and vanilla on the nose. I don't know what this is. Watch it be my favorite one, like on the bar.
So for anybody that hasn't, while these two are sucking back bourbon, anybody that hasn't had a store pick of or anything, any store picks, but especially of New Riff, I'm astonished how much different this is than just straight New Riff that you would get off the shelf. It is I'm not a
Oof.
big fan of the regular New Riff, but the 2 store picks I've had, or distillery picks now, are a different animal.
Are those are probably single barrels, right?
Yep,
For them?
single barrel proof, probably 4 or 5 years. Yep, 4 years.
Yeah, so the place I normally shop, we just did a blind tasting for New Riff.
Oh,
and
nice.
also I'm trying to think of the other one we
I
just
don't know
did.
what this is.
But yeah, we had 4 different tastings, and then they gave them all to us in like little medicine cups, and had us rate them 1 through 4, and then they did it through 30 customers, like regulars through the liquor store,
Okay.
and say bottle number 3 was the highest ranked one. That's the one the store's gonna pick. So
Oh, cool.
I was happy to be part of that.
Yeah.
And then we've also done a George Remus store pick. We both nailed the one that got selected, and that should be coming here probably next month.
Yeah, that
Oh, there
was
you go.
really cool. It's really
Yeah.
cool to be a part of that. And it's such a sense of community when you're in that group setting, when you're all like all these people kind of giving their perspective and what they taste. And then it's so cool. I mean, bourbon has expanded my horizons, not only with like cocktails and just trying new things, but getting out there and meeting new people. And I think that the sense of togetherness that the brown water brings us, together with new people is just, it's amazing. Even the people that we have met through the Indiana Bourbon Society. I mean, gosh, if it's not a binding trait, to like bourbon, and it's a whole new world. And I'm grateful that Mike got me into it, and that we stumbled upon the bourbon page, and
Yeah.
it's just unfolded after that. I mean, it's been one hell of a ride. It's been fun.
I mean, no joke. Besides meeting you, Emily, Jackie, and Scott, all those guys,
Yeah.
there were 5 or 6 people on the bourbon page that live within like 4 or 5 miles of us.
Yeah, that's a
Oh,
good
that's awesome.
point.
We've became great friends.
Yeah.
Our kids hang out together. We barbecue, we party, we
Yep.
have bourbon
That's
tastings
cool.
all the time.
That's
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
thanks to you guys. You
Yeah.
guys are rocking this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I will tease this, but hopefully our group knows by the time this episode comes out. I've been working very diligently and calling in a lot of favors to do a couple things for our group, and they're going to be really big, and we'll be able to donate, if it goes well, probably $5,000 to $10,000 to a charity in Indiana.
that's beautiful.
Oh,
That's what it's all about.
That's all about.
Yeah.
Let's raise
Hey,
the glass to that.
Cheers to you, brother.
Yeah.
Last number 3.
Cheers to you guys.
Cheers. Wow, that's beautiful. That makes my heart
Yeah.
smile.
It should be really good. It's going to give some people in our group quite an experience too. Yeah.
Cool.
Good.
I like the teaser. That makes me look forward to that.
Yeah, I'm excited. I think when I told Emily what I was working on in the first part that I had done, she dropped her phone and screamed out of excitement.
Oh, bless her. She's so sweet. I
Yeah.
love Emily.
Oh, she's great.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to
Got a
answer a
heart of gold.
question.
Mm-hmm.
We got to answer
All
a
right, my
question with
turn.
number 3.
Yes.
This is a would you rather question. You get
Ooh.
numbers 1 through 13 to pick from.
We'll go 13.
Oh boy. For everybody, brace yourself.
Oh, we've done this question on another episode, but it's fun because there's, depending on how you think about it. Would you rather have super sensitive taste buds or super sensitive hearing?
I'm gonna go taste. I eat all the time. I love so COVID really messed me up with my taste buds for about 5-6 months. I ate a steak and it felt like I was eating grass, dude. Like no joke. So once my taste got back, that's when I really started running through the bourbon hard. I got it pretty bad back in 2020. And I was sick for a while. I thought I needed to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
But with me being in the profession, you go to the hospital, it's
All
not
right.
going to be good.
There it is.
Yeah.
So I stuck it out and suffered through the no taste, no smell. And the taste was the big one for me. My wife would make me all of my favorite meals once I started eating again. I couldn't taste anything, and she's like, "Oh well, my food has no flavor." I'm like, "It's me. It's not you. I'm sure it's
Oh my
perfect."
gosh.
But yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the taste definitely for me, and right now especially with bourbon because I love this stuff. So
Yeah. What do you think, Beth? I think this is interesting because it could mean like my taste buds are so sensitive that everything's overwhelming, or it could mean that I
Right.
can taste every little flavor of everything.
So I'm opposite. I would rather have sensitive hearing because I love music and I listen to, so during the day when I am working, I listen to meditation music.
Hmm.
And so I feel like, if I was able to maybe hear that better and maybe get a sense of like clarity and really kind of cleanse my thoughts and really get into like the meditation zone, is something I've kind of been doing some self-care on, is just like to learn how to do that better. I don't know, maybe if it could penetrate my brain a little bit more, maybe I could really focus on it. So that would be kind of cool if it would work. So I would choose hearing.
Okay. No, those are good reasons for both.
Yeah.
I think one of the first episodes, or first couple episodes, Andrew was on as a guest,
Yeah.
and he was
love
he had
Andrew.
some military. Oh yeah, he's
Mhm.
super nice. He has some issues from being in the military to where he can't hear or is
Right.
deaf,
Right.
and has to have hearing aids and things. And he's like, I want my hearing back. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I can definitely see where that would be a blessing to have that back. Yeah.
Yeah. And Mike, it kind of sounds like the similar situation where like I lost this taste sensation, so like give it back to me, please.
Have you ever had COVID? Did you ever lose your taste or
Mhm.
smell?
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, I thought it was all like a hoax, and I got it, and no joke, it's for real, and it sucks.
Yeah.
And I deal with so many people day in and day out, just like you. I mean, it's not a joke,
Yeah.
but I'm
Yeah.
glad to have it back.
Oh, good. I'm glad that you can enjoy bourbon on the internet now too.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, if you guys want to go back through them, if you want to retaste anything,
Yeah.
get your sniffer in there, and we'll try to
So
get them in some order of a ranking, and we'll learn what you were drinking.
I drank the most out of my sample number 1.
Thanks for listening to today's episode. If you would like to be a guest on an episode, email us at podcastbdb@gmail.com. You can also find our group on Facebook at the Bourbon Society of Indiana. Until next time, we hope you find something that tickles your taste buds. Cheers!